Yeah. So today we'll start with the basic thing about the firefighting. In holistic view, if you see firefighting,
Sorry, sir.
if you see overview of the firefighting subject, okay, the course is divided into
Okay.
two parts.
Okay.
One is fire suppression.
Hmm.
Second is fire alarm or fire detection, you can tell. Okay.
Okay.
Fire suppression, in fire suppression, what are the systems come? We have sprinkler system, right? The meaning of suppression means it will extinguish the fire, right?
All right.
Two things is there. One, whenever fire happen, either it will detect or it will extinguish, right?
Right.
Little bit of throat infection I have, so I'm just finding it difficult to stretch.
No
Okay.
issue. No issue.
Yeah,
Actually, same here. I also have throat issue.
because of this change in climate, no. So
Yeah.
yeah. So
One more thing I just
yeah,
wanted to know.
yeah,
Should I need to note anything, or you will provide me this
yeah. We will
all?
provide the notes in side by side. If you note, it is well and good.
Okay. Okay.
If you we have a notes also dedicated separately for this.
Okay. For the same session, right?
Yes, yes.
Whatever you are writing
Yeah,
on
yeah, yeah,
board
yeah.
and. Okay. Okay.
My
Okay. Okay.
presentation will be different in terms of when I present on the whiteboard, and the notes will be similar, but content will be same, but my presentation view or something might be
Okay.
changed, different. Okay.
Sure, sir. Okay. No issue.
Here sprinkler system we have. Second is your hydrant system,
Okay.
your extinguisher, all extinguisher. Next comes all your suppression system, FM 200, okay, Hvac
Hmm.
1230,
Hmm.
all comes under suppression. Next is fire detection. In fire detection we have fire alarm, it will just alert the building occupant. Okay, it will not detect the fire, I mean not extinguish the fire, it will only detect the fire, right? Secondly, we have public addressable system. Right, it is also type of not direct detection, but yes, any person is there, okay, in the fire zone, so he should be intimated, right? So those person, that is also a detection, that is, means it is, we will need to inform him that he need to evacuate the premises because of the fire. It is type of alert, right? So these are the
Hmm.
overview of the firefighting system, right? Next is, if you want, I can even share this whiteboard itself. One second, let me save it. Yeah. Right. Next is, what are the codes and standard? Whenever you design anything, we will design based on the codes and standard, right?
Hmm.
So what are the codes and standard? we will follow. First we'll follow NBC specific 2016 part 4, right?
Yes.
Second is your IS code. We have different IS code. Okay, IS we have for sprinkler, we have 15105. IS 5290 will have right, IS 15683 for extinguisher. These are the codes and standard we'll follow for, will refer IS code, okay, with respect to the specific subject. Third, we have NFPA. Okay, NBC is National Building Code, right? IS is Indian Standard. NFPA is National Fire Protection Association, right? Good to go. Nitesh, are we good to go?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, sir.
Yeah,
Sure.
okay. So further, if you break down NFPA, we have NFPA 10, which illustrate about fire extinguisher. Secondly, 13, which talk about sprinkler system. 14 is your standpipe. We have 20 fire pumps. Okay, 22 fire tank. NFPA 70, which is about electrical system, electrical safety codes. Next is 72 last, which is about your fire alarm. Okay, so these are the codes we will refer basically when we design any of the system in terms of fire. And in NFPA 2001, we will refer for suppression system, fire suppression.
Okay.
Which is your FM 200, Hvac 1230, all those things, right? These are the codes and standard we will follow. I'll share this also in the group. Okay.
Okay.
Next is your what is fire? What is fire and what is fire triangle? Just quickly. Yeah. So first is fire and fire triangle. To understand fire, we should know what is fire triangle. Okay. If this is a triangle, we have three parts. One is your oxygen, heat, fuel. Whenever you combine chemically, okay, they'll form a chemical reaction between this, right? Then fire will start. Is it clear? If you want to extinguish fire, you should know the logic behind extinguishing the fire, right? Our main intention is not to increase the fire, to decrease the fire. So what we have to do, we have to remove any one of the element from the fire so that the chemical reaction between them is broken. So what we have to do to reduce remove the heat element from the fire triangle? We have to cool, right?
Yes.
How you will cool it? By using water. If any fire is there, you can throw water. What fire will extinguish, right? That is one method. Second method is if you remove oxygen. How you will remove oxygen? This typical example you have seen in old movies, 90s movies. Whenever any fire is set, okay, the hero will go with blanket, right, to escape someone,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So the reason behind using the blanket is the fire, okay, the fire will not get the oxygen from the surrounding. Okay, so
Okay.
if any fire has happened, okay, if any body, human body fire is catched, so what they will do, they will just tie the blanket surrounding so that the wound space will not come in contact with the air, oxygen, I mean. Okay, so in that case you can you can extinguish the fire. Third way is you remove the fuel. Directly you cannot remove the fuel. For example, through oil, for example, fire has reached, you cannot remove the foil from the fire, sorry, oil from the fire. So what you can do, what does it means? If fire has happened due to one barrel, for example, here one barrel of oil is there, fire has happened. If another barrel of oil is there, so that you can remove it, so that further spread of fire is controlled. Clear?
Yes.
So these are the sequence to understand. Based on this, you can design the, you can think of extinguishing the fire. Okay, and some place you cannot use water. Okay, for example, any light or any short circuit happen through electric short circuit has happened, you cannot use water. Similarly with oil, if any oil through petroleum or diesel fire has happened, you cannot use water, right?
Mm.
Either you can use, if it is fire, you can use oil, through oil you can use sand. Okay, you have noticed they will have fire sand bucket in our premises, right?
Yes.
They will have the bucket filled with sand, 6 to 9 liters capacity. Okay, so what is fire then? Fire is a chemical reaction between oxygen, heat and fuel which combine chemically. Okay, so what happens sometimes, whenever fire happen, it will release some dangerous gases like carbon monoxide. Have you heard due to fire less people have died, but due to smoke more people have died? Have you heard this?
Yes, sir. Yes.
As per survey, NMEP survey, 70% of people die due to smoke.
Smoke.
Because of this gases, dangerous gases it will form, right? So that is your fire and fire triangle. Nowadays, in fire triangle, what all the things are there? We have, what are the element is there in fire triangle? Heat, oxygen, third is fuel.
Okay.
Okay. If I talk about fire tetrahedron, same thing. The terminology is different. Fire tetrahedron.
Tetrahedron.
Okay. Only one element will be added, which you know already it was there in the fire part, fire triangle, which is your chemical reaction, right? Is it clear till now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next we have classification of fire. We have classification of fire. So in classification of fire, what all the things are there? So firstly we have class A. Secondly, class B. Thirdly, class C. Fourthly, class D. Lastly, class K. Right?
Mm.
So in class A, what all the things is there in our houses? For example, a paper, cloth, okay? All those things comes under class A. Example of class A is, this means we will, if any fire happen, okay, we'll category that fire into this class. Okay, so based on that we will treat it. Understood? Based on
Yes.
that we will treat the fire. So example of class A is your paper, cloth, wood. These are example of class A. Okay. Second is class B. Example of class B, any fire taken place due to petrol, diesel, kerosene, all those things comes under class B. Petrol, diesel, kerosene comes under class B. Class C examples, these all are live current through any plastic, okay, plastic cable, okay. If any current is passing through that, then it comes under class C. If current is not passing on that, that cable will be treated as a plastic, right? So that plastic also comes under class A. If cable is here and current is not passing, so that comes under class A. If current is flowing through that, through short circuit fire has happened, then it will come under class C. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah. Next is class D, which is all the metal. You know, due to friction and all those things, through metal also you can have fire, right? Example of magnesium, lithium, sodium, all those things are metal.
Yes.
Through this metal also you can catch, you can get fire, and you need to address the fire based on this category. Just a minute. Yeah. Last is your K, means all the kitchen utility, all the kitchen part, your what do you call, fatty oil, okay, inside kitchen, what all the things will be there? Fatty oil, cheese, okay, all those things, if fire has happened, then it comes under class K, right? Till now, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. And just share the notes. 1 second. So all these things we learned today, right? Fire suppression, fire detection, sprinkler, standpipe, extinguisher, FM200, fire alarm, PA. Just give me 1 minute. Yeah. Okay. So next is your firefighting branches. What all the sprinkler? Okay, sprinkler. What all the system is there? Wait system, dry system, pre-action. Okay, water curtain system, hydrant system. We have standpipe, hose reel, extinguisher. We have different type of extinguisher. FM 200 suppression. We have FM 200. Hvac 123 is a suppression system, right? Codes and standard. What all the codes and standard we should follow? All those things we learned in NMEP 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 20, 22, 70, 72, 101. This is 101 is for fire life safety code. Okay. This is 15101 is for sprinkler system. Okay. Extinguisher, fire hydrant, hose reel, UL and FM global, and NBC part 4. Next is fire triangle. We learn, right? Fire take place due to chemical reaction between fuel, oxygen, and suitable heat. When temperature reaches to ignition temperature, fire take place. At what temperature fire take place? Ignition temperature. What is ignition temperature? The temperature at which fire start. That is called your ignition temperature. Right? It gives a flame and different dangerous gases, which we discussed. Just short video. I'll just share the audio also. Yeah.
In order to understand how to extinguish a fire, you should first of all know something about the causes. For a fire to burn, 3 elements must be present at the same time. These 3 elements are fuel, heat, and oxygen. Let's have a closer look at these elements. Fuel is something that will burn, such as paper, wood, plastic, or cloth. Heat, for example, from open flames, sparks, or hot surfaces, is needed to raise the fuel to its ignition temperature, and oxygen is necessary to sustain combustion. Usually these 3 elements are expressed symbolically as a triangle called the fire triangle. By removing any of these elements, that is, the fuel, the heat, or the oxygen element, the fire will be extinguished.
Right? Same thing what we discussed. Next is fire tetrahedron, as we discussed. Additional element will be there, chemical reaction. This is a classification of fire. Right? Example, plastic, paper, cloth, wood, all the things what we discussed. Right? That's in the session 1. Okay. Any doubt you have as of now?
No, sir. Not clear.
Okay. Okay.